Harry Caray and Jimmy Pearsall were at Comiskey Park as the White Sox try to break a 6-game losing streak. Ken Caray will be on the hill. The Yankees have had to make last-minute substitutions as Ed Figueroa was unable to pitch as was scheduled. The Yankees and the Rangers have completed the Mickey River trade. As completion of the deal, the Yankees get Oscar Gamble, minor league third baseman Amos Lewis, and 2 players to be named later. Texas will receive 3 players to be named later, in addition to Rivers. In a separate transaction, Texas transfers the option of shortstop Domingo Ramos from Syracuse to Columbus.
Well, that Columbus is leading by 16 games, and Michaels is managing that club.
Well, I tell you, I will say again about that Brad Corbett. He sure as the devil tries to help his ball club.
Question, Harry. When you move ball players around, except pitchers, late in the season, sometimes it makes it awful hard for a guy to adjust to a ball club to help him. But I guess he's got to gamble right now. He needs a center fielder.
He needs a spark, and Mickey Rivers might give him that spark.
He also might kill him.
Possible. But he didn't kill the Yankees.
Well, why did they get rid of him?
Well, I think there are a few personal problems involved. Willie Randolph leading it off. First pitch is in there. Entertainment of the center field bleachers tonight has been provided by the Freewheeling Band, appearing at Chicago Tribune's Rock Around the Dock and Navy Pier for the opening of Chicago Fest Friday night. Chicago White Sox hope you'll enjoy the city of Chicago's summertime celebration, Chicago Fest, starting Friday. A ball and a strike on Willie Randolph, and a pitch a little bit inside. Randolph hitting .273. Danny Bearfield celebrating a birthday. His son is an Andy Frayne usher here, Kevin. There's a pitch, foul out of play.
Willie Randolph, his first night in here with the bases loaded, hit a ball 430 feet over Lemon's head to drive in 3 runs. Boy, I never saw a little guy hit a ball any further.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Randolph with 5 homers, 47 runs batted in. Ken Caray delivered. Just missed, low and outside. Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Boy, May talking to the Barnett behind the plate, and Kravick really upset with that call.
You think Randolph would have been upset if he'd have called it a strike?
Yep.
There's a ground ball to the third baseman. Kevin Bell's throw in time.
I was just reporting what I was seeing. I don't know whether it was a strike or not.
Well, I bet you that Randolph would have more reason to complain if that were called a strike than Kravick had, that it was because it was called a ball. Here now is Bobby Mercer. He doesn't get too many cheers here, does he?
No, but he's got $325,000 a year.
1 out.
Boy, when Benique was out of the lineup, Mercer might have to play a while. They brought up a young outfielder by the name of Bobby Brown from their minor league system.
69 degrees. Delightfully cool. Mercer hits a high pop foul back. Greg Anderson and company here. Dennis Downey, Mike Cortese from Lansing, Illinois. 1 out, nobody on. I saw Richie Zisk's dad. He's here at the ballpark tonight, watching his son playing in the played against Appleton the other night, which is the White Sox farm club. Mercer tried a bunt foul, and young Zisk hit a couple of home runs.
Richie's brother plays for Appleton?
He's playing for Wautosa, I think.
Wautosa?
It was against Appleton.
Well, I noticed Richie is hitting. Oh, he's just wearing the ball out now.
2 strikes and a ball. There's a base hit. Mercer singles to right. That will bring up Thurman Munson hitting .289. So birthday greetings to Danny Bearfield. Get well wishes to Bob Radakovich from Merrillville, Indiana. One out, one on. Nicole Benoit celebrating a birthday. Munson takes it outside. Caray Thompson from Munster, Indiana, celebrating his 8th birthday today. There goes the runner low inside. There's the flag. They're going to get Munson. He is thrown out a mile.
Boy, he don't run very well. That was a pitch low inside, Coach.
And Milt May had trouble getting the ball out of his glove.
Watch it now. It's low inside. Now watch, he has to come up and throw it. He throws him out easy with a lob throw. Look how easy he threw him out.
Horta made the tag. 2 men gone.
320. Boy, I will make a comeback just to walk.
2 balls, no strikes. Phillies beat the Mets 9-6 today. Boy, I got a hair blower. If you had a little more hair, I'd get one for you.
I don't need a hair blower, Harry. I'm afraid to blow it off my head.
With a brush and a comb, and all done in the White Sox colors and logo from D&Ray from Venetian Supply Company. Really?
I'd like to get a color of the White Sox in ski mittens. They stole my ski mittens last year.
That only cost a couple of dollars.
A couple of dollars, 55.
Here's the pitch outside.
A couple of dollars.
12-4 to Munson.
You can't buy anything in the ski line, Harry, for less than your wallet.
I thought this was water skiing you're talking about.
I'm not talking about what.
Here's Reggie Jackson hitting .296.
If I knew they were going to steal him, I'd have bit a hole in the thumb.
Debbie Bowman, who's a classmate of Gary Hoffman's from Ottawa, Illinois. Out here hoping to see him play tonight. Debbie Bowman. Runner at first, 2 out. The pitch to Reggie. Slider low.
Harry, take a look at the injuries the Yankees have occurred in the last month or so.
Yeah, they've had quite a few.
Boy, had they ever.
That's baseball. That's why they say you can have 25 players, so you can replace guys who get hurt.
That's when they start talking about only having 24.
2 balls, no strikes. St. Louis 2, Pittsburgh nothing at the end of 4. Cubs no score in the 4th.
Where's your net, Harry? I'd have caught it with the net. Mrs. Beck. Get it, Mrs. Beck.
Mary Frances Beck gets her first error of the season. There she is. She should have had that ball.
It's under her leg.
Oh, boy.
She didn't even see it coming. Glad it went over her head.
Well, she explains that on her Sunday morning show. There's the pitch foul out of play.
You know, one thing about that
terrible
ball.
Jump on the ball, Mrs. Beck. Dr. Jerry Nora here with his 2 sons.
Flag blowing from left to right.
Boys hoping to see the White Sox win. Reggie takes it outside.
That's the pitch, Harry, that he hasn't been able to get over. And since he's had trouble with that, he's been getting beat.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Munson will be going with the pitch. Right, way back. This ball might be out of here. And it is a tremendous home run. line drive over bullpen number 1. What a smash for a left-hand hitter. Reggie's 19th home run of the year. 2-0 Yankees.
Just like I said, look, watch this. Out away from him, and he really gets it all. It's a low line drive that no one gets a chance to even get near. Look where it lands. What a drive. Woo.
As long as he's going to hit a homer, I wish he'd hit it straight away to go into the center field bleachers, because that ball would have gone into the bleachers easily.
See, not getting that curveball over, he had to come in with a fastball, and now bango.
Here's Piniella now, and the pitch is in there for a strike call. Marianne and Jim Ward are here, and Donna and Frey Holland from New Lenox and from Shanahan. Piniella fouls it off. The guys from Sportsman's in Whiting, Indiana, Peklansky, Orbick, Bartlett, and Jeff. They get tired of sending those notes up. They're up here. They're here every day. Great fans. There's a pitch outside.
If you don't read them, your wife is going to wonder where they are.
There's pitch fouled.
For some reason, Piniella hurt his left hand. He's walking away from the batting circle there. It really hurt him for some reason. How can you hurt your hand with a glove on?
2 strikes and a ball.
I bet he's got a bone bruise.
Two to nothing in favor of the Yankees. There's a drive way back. Might be out of here. It is a home run for Piniella. Piniella missed first base, and he's going back to tag it. 3-0. I'll say one thing, nothing cheap about these home runs.
Oh, boy. Curveball this time, but high. A high curveball, boy. He really ripped. Boy, they're line drives. Woo.
There's Craig Nettles now. Nettles hitting .255 with 13 homers.
We don't have anybody in the bullpen. Poor Howard's been up so much. Hoffman's been up so much. But is Schuler still on the list, or where is he? What's his title this week?
He's pitching coach again. Low outside, Carol Wolf celebrating her 21st birthday here tonight. 1 ball, no strikes.
The Yankees have won 20 and lost 23 against left-handers. You couldn't tell by tonight.
Sue Hall is here with a group from the South Suburban Hospital. Pitch outside, ball 2. The Moose from Mount Morris are here. Bill Ballard, Don McCrary, and group.
Go Schuler to the mound, along with May to talk to him.
Bill and Billy Burke and a group of 50 from Countryside and the Lions Club. Here hoping to change the trend of things for the White Sox, who've lost their last 6 in a row.
He just whispered in Kravik's ear, no matter how many runs they're scored, you're in there. You've got nobody else.
There goes Fred Howard again.
I'll say one thing, kid.
Boy, I hope that kid knows what he's doing.
About a 9 out of his last 11.
You know, he might get his, he might qualify for his pension plan.
Getting up.
Just 1 year. 3 balls, no strikes. He's been, all 4. He's been up there the equivalent of 10 seasons. And Fred Howard starts to warm up again. Reggie Jackson was hit his 359th career home run. tied now with Johnny Mize. 29th on the list. Long way to go. Here's Roy White, a fine ball player, this fella. And a great gentleman. 2 men are out. The Cubs at Montreal, no score at the end of 4. Catherine Hall from Sarasota, Florida is here tonight. With her son, Wayne. Here's a foul ball out of play. Three to nothing in favor of the Yankees. We're in the first inning. Broken bat, little dribbler to the shortstop. Pryor throws in time. 3 runs. 3 hits. No errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the first. Yankees 3, White Sox coming to bat. Caray back at the ballpark. Don Hood, veteran left-hander, who used to be with the Cleveland Indians, taking his practice tosses now for the Yankees. The Pearson family is here from South Spalding Street in Chicago. Jim Pearson and his wife and his children.
Hood is 2-0 with the Yankees. He's 3-0 overall with an ERA of 2.91. He's making his 23rd appearance, his 3rd start. He has 1 save.
Mike Squires will be leading it off. This Jim Pearson, who's 13 years old, and Jeff Pearson, who's 10. Amy, the little girl, is 5, and Meg is 1. They wanted to get something special for their father on Father's Day, and they wrote into the Chicago Sun-Times to the action line with Charles McWhinney, saying that the thing their dad wanted most was to bring them to the ballpark and see the White Sox. And so, had an opportunity to say hello to them before the game, and they're here, the entire family, and I hope they'll have a wonderful time. Here's Squires to lead it off. First pitch by Hood. Slider outside. Joe, Jill, Jory, John, Joe Cantus, Beverly Shores, Indiana are here.
St. Louis leads Pittsburgh 2-0 in the 5th.
Big ball game for both those clubs. So is the Cubs game in Montreal, where there's no score in the 5th. Baltimore just got 3 in the 1st in Milwaukee. Let's see if Singleton got a homer.
He was up.
He's tied with Fred Lynn for the American League home run lead.
And we call him Rice right behind him with 25.
There's a strike call. Three balls and a strike.
You know, Harry, this is our 82nd lineup tonight.
There's a ground ball. Randolph's got it. Over to first for the out. Well, 82 lineups. We've only lost 59 games.
This program is owned by WSNS-TV through exclusive rights granted by the Chicago White Sox. It's telecast solely for the entertainment of our audience. Any reproduction or other use of this play-by-play description and the account of this game without the express written consent of WSNS-TV is prohibited.
The pitch on the way. A little bit low. Frank O'Grady from Op Referee to Food, watching the game here tonight. Bannister, it's a high fly ball to center. Bobby Mercer waiting. Two gone. There's Lamar Johnson hitting .291. 8 homers, 44 runs batted in.
The outfield just soaked. There's no drainage whatsoever on this field in the outfield. It is backed up from out in the street. Boy, it's terrible.
A wet night in Chicago.
We leave for Toronto, huh? We'll go to Toronto and then New York.
Yeah. We'll leave Friday. Playing Toronto Friday night. That game will be televised, right? There's a bouncing ball to the shortstop. Stanley's got it and throws them up. White Sox are down in order. 1-2-3. At the end of one, the Yankees 3, the White Sox nothing. Caray back at Comiskey Park where the Yankees are out in front 3-0. Got some good friends in that skybox tonight.
The Polish Prince is up there. Freddie Brzezowski is leading the group from the Chicago Grain. Have a good time, Fred. Let it all out. In the patio, Kenny's Construction Company. Bullpen number 1, Don Metzger and friends. Bullpen number 2, Jim Fowler and IML Freight. In the corner saloon, Gary Kessel and friends. That's Gary Kessel. They're in the corner saloon. Also would like to welcome the Churchill Steel Group.
First pitch to Jerry Narron is low. Narron hitting .180, left-handed batter, as you see. There's a fly ball. Will be caught. Washington near the warning track. One away. Here's Fred Stanley, the shortstop. Detroit at Texas, no score at the end of one. Well, when you talk about the Board of Trade guys being in the skybox, it's really redundant to say have a good time. Those guys have a good time even when they go to Mass.
You mean they play cards?
They drink up all the wine, and it's not a communion either. 1 strike and nothing. Fouled it out of play. Chicken Stanley.
I see where Oakland really giving Minnesota a fit for the 2nd straight day. Beat them 7-1. Has Oakland won 3 in a row? That may be a first.
Oh, yeah. They have a little winning streak.
They have a little winning streak going.
They've won 31.
Oh,
there's
look
a
at that
little
one.
pop fly on the infield. Orta on the run makes the catch.
How do you hit a ball like that? He hit him right on the finger. He had to hit that with his fingers. Watch this now. This ball is hit so weakly that Orta almost didn't get to it. Look at it. Here comes Orta. He's going to come a long way and just barely gets it.
2 men are gone. Kansas City out in front of Toronto 1-0 at the end of one. California leading Minnesota by 4.5, Texas by 4.5, Kansas City by 7.5. Those Royals are going to make that move yet. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 out.
They got a young reliever that may really help them. Quisenberry. He is tough. Sidearm, right-hander.
At the end of one, Baltimore 3, Milwaukee nothing. Baltimore going for a 3-game sweep. 3 balls and a strike on Willie Randolph. Bounced out his first time. Bobby Mercer on deck. Long drive, deep right center, will be caught. Lemon at the warning track. That is 1-2-3, nothing across. We go into the bottom of the second, 3-0 in favor of the Yankees. Caray back in the ballpark. We're going in the bottom of the second inning, 3-0 in favor of the Yankees. Reggie Jackson walloped his 19th home run of the year. A tremendous drive, a line drive into the center field end of the left field grandstand. That came with a man on and 2 out. Lou Piniella follow with another one. Here's Orta batting .258.
against the left-hander last night. He played Morrison at second base. Orta hits left-handers as good as anybody.
There's Don Hood ready. Used to be with the Cleveland Indians. Curve, a beauty, a strike call.
Hood stands 6'3". Throws a lot of breaking stuff.
Yay, how to cut it, he missed. Nobody on, nobody out. Hood, who went to school at St. Petersburg, Florida. Junior college there. Low and outside. The Giants have taken a 2-1 lead over Houston at the end of one. Hood was originally with Baltimore. Hey, struck him out with a sidearm curve.
You know, just that little different motion that Orta hadn't seen all the pitches he had thrown up to him really threw him off because it was a high outside breaking ball.
The most Hood has ever won in the big leagues was 6 games for Cleveland in 1975 when he lost 10. Lemon takes a fastball outside. The Phillies beat the Mets 9-6 today. The Cubs are batting in the 5th no score in Montreal. 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball a little bit low.
Cubs trying to break a 4-game losing streak, and the White Sox a 6-game losing streak. So let somebody win from Chicago.
2 balls, no strikes. The low. Ball 3.
As Harry would say, Andy the Clown seems to save his long voices till he gets right underneath us.
There's a little tap. Stanley behind second. Whoa, but the throw is low.
Lemon just dove into first base again. Please, young people, don't do that. That is the worst possible way of injuring yourself. Here you see it now. He doesn't gain a thing, and I don't know, maybe he's trying to prove something to the world with this something new, but watch him dive now. He loses about a step by diving. Stanley off balance, throws it in the dirt. But see, if he came up with that ball, he was out.
Dave Kingman hit his 36th of the year with 2 on for the Cubs. They lead at Montreal 3-0. He's tied now with Mike Schmidt.
Harry, did that show signs of a hustling ball player diving in the first base?
There's a pitch foul back. You really don't think you can reach the bag quicker diving?
No way. You have to. You lose time diving. Let yourself go.
Quanell Washington, the batter. 10 homers, 43 runs batted in. Fastball low.
I imagine there's been about 5,000 to 6,000 guys played this game in the big leagues, and you've seen a rarity of anybody diving in the first base.
Ball and a strike. Well, swung and he missed. After Kingman had hit a 3-run homer to give the Cubs a 3-0 lead, Tony Perez has hit a home run for Montreal, followed by Carter. The catcher hit one. 3-2 now. Two strikes and a ball. Boy, Washington gets about the weakest swing against a left-hander. Two strikes and a ball. He struck out. Come on again. 2 out. That's his 73rd strikeout this year. In 347 times at bat. So he strikes out an average about a little more than 4 times per game. 4 times per bat. Here's Milne batting .281. Fastball a bit low and inside. Larry Barnett, the plate umpire. Fred Spen at first. Jim Evans at second. Ted Hendry at third. Whoop, that hit him. Hit by a pitch ball. And now here's Pryor batting .280.
Also hit the catcher. Watch this now. See that? Now watch it hit the catcher. Right in the ribs.
So the catcher now, Jerry Narron, is talking to Don Hood, tall, slim left-hander.
See all the patches where the water seeped underneath the tarpaulin. They had to put sand on it.
2 men are out. Two men on, 2 men out. There's a strike call.
Big hole between first and second for Pryor. They really give it to him.
Strike 2 on the outside corner. Boy, Hood is throwing the ball well.
It seems like it's turning it over and it's going down and away.
2 men out, 2 men on. 3-0 in favor of the Yankees. Barely missed outside. He was aiming for that corner. 2 strikes in the ball. Greg Pryor batting .280 with 24 RBI. 2 strikes in the ball. Curveball into the dirt, ball 2.
But you know, Harry, this guy really isn't that good a pitcher. You can tell by his record. They want him, the Yankees, for a couple of innings or an inning or 1 batter.
About 25,000 on hand again. There's a line drive into right field, but Reggie's there to make the catch. Pryor line to Jackson. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. At the end of 2, Yankees 3, White Sox 0. Harry Caray and Jimmy Pearsall as we go into the top of the 3rd inning. There's Bobby Mercer. He lined a single to right his first time at bat. First pitch is in there.
You know, Harry, in the last 5 nights, I think we left men on first and second about 8 times. We just can't seem to get the bats going.
There's a line drive right to Pryor for the out.
Broke his bat right in half.
Mercer is 33 years old now. He's been in the big league since 1965. Well, this is 15th season. One out is Thurman Munson. Baltimore over Milwaukee 3-0 at the end of 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Ball outside, ball 3. Tomorrow's an off day. Friday night will open up in Toronto. That game will be televised on Channel 44. There's a strike call to Thurman Munson. Three balls and a strike. Foul tip. Cardinals out in front of the Pirates 2-0 in the 6th. Three balls, 2 strikes.
Hey,
came out on a bad ball. You don't see Munson do that too often.
Hey, Harry, now they've got 3 first basemen now. Munson, Chambliss, and Spencer. Chambliss bothered by a bad back. Well, let's hope that Caray can get the curveball over now to Jackson. Last time he threw it a couple of times and got him 3-2. Hit that ball in left center field for a home run. His 359th of his career.
Reggie Jackson takes a curveball low. Munson's had only 1 hit and 11 times at bat in this series, by the way. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch with the low. 3-0 in favor of the Yankees. We're in the top of the 3rd. There's another hit. Line drive up the middle. Jackson singles sharply to center.
You know, you're lucky he didn't get that airborne. That's how quick it went through that infield, like a bullet.
Jackson played his college baseball under Bobby Winkle at Arizona State. He went to Arizona State on a football scholarship. Wound up being a baseball star. Quit football when he realized he had a future in the major league, so they wouldn't get hurt.
They tell me he owns enough land in Arizona around Phoenix to forget this game.
Runner at first, nobody out. Here's Lou Piniella. Base hit up the middle. Reggie around second. He'll race for third. He'll make it easily. He can still run well. Jackson raced from first to third on Piniella's single up the middle.
Harry, he used to run the bases at one time like Orta. And then all of a sudden it came to him. Here you'll see it now. A line shot just by Pryor. Now the ball stops. It's awful wet out there. Lemon can't make a play. He's playing him deep. And as Harry said, he went from first to third in a hurry.
So it's runners on at first and third with 2 away. And here's Craig Nettle. High pop foul out of play. Into the stand. 1 strike and nothing. The Cubs are batting in the 7th, leading Montreal 3-2.
On Kingman's home run, huh?
Kingman's 36th of the year.
You know what's great about that? I read where Joe Torre said that somebody must have taught him how to hit, because when he was at the Mets, he didn't hit too well. But I'll tell you, he hit about 30 home runs one year with the Mets. That's not too bad.
1 strike and nothing. Whoa, nice save by May. And the count evens up at a ball and a strike. Greg Nettles hitting .255, 13 homers, 53 runs batted in. This fellow's playing out his contract this year. Strike 2 call. No strikes and a ball. Cardinals 3, Pittsburgh 2 in the 7th. Cubs 3, Montreal 2 in the 7th. Outside, evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You know, Harry, his batting average always about the same. Lifetime 252. He's hitting 255. All his years he played, always around that.
The stretch the pit. Bouncing ball. Diving save by Squires. Sensational play. Save 2 runs. So,
My, what a
no
play.
runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. A spectacular play by Mike Squires. Now we go into the bottom of the 3rd. Yankees 3, White Sox nothing. There's a little squibber to the first baseman, Jim Spencer, who's just come into the game, replacing Munson. And Spencer makes the tag. Bell is retired. Spencer unassisted. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's Mike Squires, who made that spectacular diving stop. Saved 2 runs on that play. One out, nobody on. There's a strike call. Squires rolled out his first time. Hey, Jake, who's replacing Mary Ellen? There's a pitch. Fly ball to center, easy out. Mary Ellen Hornage, as you saw, just a wisp of a little girl. The mighty little mite could take a couple of guys to fill her shoes. San Diego leading Atlanta 4-0 at the end of 7th. Two men are gone. Here's Bannister, only 300 hitter. There's a fastball for a strike. Bannister went into the game hitting .305. That evens a count of a ball and a strike. Some important pairings. Baltimore leading in Milwaukee 3-0 in the 3rd. Texas has taken a 1-0 lead at the end of 3 over Detroit. Baltimore now leads 4-0 in Milwaukee. There's a drive in the left to hit. Bannister singles to left. Piniella throws the ball back in. Boy, that Baltimore is.
You know, Harry, they're getting up enough momentum that if they lose 5 in a row, it won't hurt them because the other guys have beaten each other's brains out.
And they're doing all this without their best pitcher, Jim Palmer. Just think of that. There's Lamar Johnson. Strike called. 1 strike and nothing.
Come on, let's get something going with
2 men are gone. Runner at first base. That evens a count of the ball and the strike. The Phillies this afternoon knocked off the New York Mets 9-6.
Mercer, I don't know how tall he is, but he's playing so deep I can hardly see him.
1 ball, 1 strike. There's a foul ball out of play.
We're swinging at Hood tonight like he's throwing 100 miles an hour, and I know he doesn't throw any faster than 85.
Two strikes on the ball. Just missed with it outside to even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 3-0 in favor of the Yankees. Tidrow's gone into relief for the Cubs in the 7th at Montreal. Bounce the foul.
Outfield, all the way around, playing awfully deep. Pinellas by the track in left field and deep. Ball carrying well all over. Boy, Jackson hit a home run to the opposite field about 410 feet left center.
2-2 pitch. Just barely missed low and outside.
Have you seen Jeff Torborg here? Have you seen
No,
Jeff?
I haven't seen him.
You know, he's supposed to become a coach for this club, and I just want to...
3 balls, 2 strikes. The delivery. Bouncing ball, that ought to be easy. Nettles peg. That retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. This is Harry Caray with Jimmy Pearsall. We're going to move over to the radio for a while. The score at the end of 3, the Yankees 3, White Sox nothing.
You're watching Yankees Rewind on MSG.
Hi again, everybody. Lauren Brown back at Comiskey Park as we go to the 4th. New York 3, the White Sox nothing on a 2-run homer by Jackson, followed up by a solo home run by Pinella. Well, the Soxogram earlier wishing Mary Ellen Harnage best wishes as she concludes work here at Channel 44. Has done a great job at handling the audio on these White Sox telecasts the last couple of years, and we wish her well. So long for a while. That's the strike. Roy White leading it off. Grounded out to short his only time up. Strike 2. Oakland defeated Minnesota this afternoon 7-1. The Twins in a slump. They have now lost 7 of their last 9 ball games, and believe it or not, that's a foul. Oakland has won 5 of their last 7. Charlie might not sell after all. White will be followed by Neron and Stanley here in the inning. To the count. Baltimore jumped on Milwaukee for 3 in the first. They now lead 4-0 in the bottom of the 3rd up at County Stadium. Texas leading Detroit 1-0 in the bottom of the 4th. Kansas City over Toronto 1-0 at the end of 3 as the pitch is high. We get a rain out at Cleveland tonight. Rained out at Cleveland. No report coming in on that Boston-Cleveland game, and I saw nothing on the ticker, so I assumed that probably got rained out. That's a strike, struck him out. Second strikeout for Kravick. So there's 1 out and Jerry Nera on the batter. Later tonight, Seattle at California. In the National League, Tidrow has come on to pitch for the Cubs in the 7th at Montreal, with the Cubs leading 3-2. 3 runs driven in on a home run, the 36th of the year by Kingman. Pittsburgh now has just tied up the Cardinals 3-3 at the end of 7. Cubs will be hosting the Cardinals and the Pirates while the White Sox head to Toronto and New York in the next few days. Two-0 pitch. That's a strike. San Francisco leads Houston 2-1 at the end of 3. This afternoon, the Phillies defeated the Mets 9-6 and fouled out of play. Dodgers at Cincinnati just underway. Ken Kravick had trouble on Sunday against the Indians. Has settled down since the first inning, and the minute I say it, there it goes. Upper deck. That is the 5th home run hit off of Kravick in the last 5 innings. So his last 5 innings pitch, he's averaged giving up a home run every inning. Jerry Neron had only hit 1 all year But he puts one into the upper deck, and it is a 4-0 ball game. Stanley, the batter, pops one up. Claudell Washington has it, and there's 2 out. Naren's other home run was in New York against the Red Sox. Always seems like we're giving guys their first or only or second home runs every time you turn around. Patek in this homestand hadn't had a home run all year, and he hit a 3-run homer to beat us. Randolph drives one to center. Chet Lemon hauls it in to retire the side. But a run on Naron's second home run of the year. That was the only hit. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Yankees 4, the White Sox nothing. 4-0. The Yankees out in front. White Sox will try to come back here in the inning with the bottom third of the order. Milt May, Greg Pryor, and Kevin Bell. The Yankees are going home to take on the Baltimore Orioles in 4 straight ball games. The Orioles are hot. They've won 12 out of 14, and they're beating Milwaukee 4-0 in the bottom of the 4th. May hit by a pitch. Hey, Jake bought some new binoculars. All right, Jake. Turning it shit to Ed Morris. He'll pay for him. Here's a toss to second, or rather to first by the second baseman. May is out. So there's 1 out, and Greg Pryor, the batter. It's the first time I've seen a good pair of binoculars in the TV booth in 4 years. What a way to go. Pryor takes a strike. Greg flat out to right. His only time up. Well, we'd like to wish a happy birthday to Bridget O'Sullivan tonight. 1 hopper, and he is out. Bridget, 81 years young tomorrow. We won't be on the air, so we wish her a happy birthday. Daughter Teresa, a nun out of our old neighborhood, St. Clair and St. Cyril, former classmate of mine. Barry Hochfelder and Phil Velasquez from the Suburban Sun-Times out at the ballpark tonight. And Susan Dorgan. Friends of the automobile man, John Morden, at the park tonight. Kevin Bell quickly in the hole, 0-2. Kevin grounded out to first, his only time up tonight. White Sox will be seeing former St. Rita star Jim Clancy. He'll be pitching against us on Saturday up there. And Dave Steeb, Southern Illinois graduate, will be pitching on Sunday. So you won't see those fellas. You will be seeing Dave Lemanchek against Steve Trout on Friday night in the one game that we will televise from Toronto. Stanley has it. And the White Sox are retired here, 1, 2, 3. So we go to the 6th. New York 4, the White Sox nothing. Lorne Brown back at Comiskey Park as we go to the 6th inning. 4-0 Yankees as Lou Piniella steps up with a homer and a single in 2 appearances tonight. Tonight's Lucky Seat Prize winners, other than the folks who won the bicycle, received 2 tickets to Chicago Jam 1 and 2. Chicago Jam 1 features the Beach Boys, Atlantic Rhythm Section, and Blondie. Be held at Comiskey Park on Saturday, August 18th. And Chet Lemon hauls it in. First time Pinella's been retired tonight. Chicago Jam 2 featuring Foghat, Rush and the Tubes will be held at Comiskey Park on Sunday the 19th. Tickets for both concert dates are available at all Ticketron outlets. Greg Nettles, the batter, hit a shot to Squires, who made a great play on him his last time up to retire him. Officially 0 for 1. Nettles has walked 4 times already in this series. Took that pitch. Ball 1. Good breaking ball. Got him on the curve, evens it up. Tigers have tied up Texas 1-1, that game in the bottom of the 5th. Houston leading San Francisco 5-2 as they hit the Giants with a 4 spot in the 4th. That game now at the end of 4. Missed with a breaking ball. 3 balls and a strike. Outside, he walked him. 5 times Nettles has walked in this series. Oh, Roy White, the batter. 0 for 2 tonight. We're going to get some activity in the White Sox bullpen. Ed Farmer going down there along with Guy Hoffman. Kevin Bell has no play. Did not have a chance of getting him. So it goes as an infield hit. Let's take a look at it again. Just tops it down the left side. Kevin, I think, figuring let it go, but when he grabbed it, there was no way that ball was going to go foul. So an infield hit. The Yankees with 2 on and 1 out here in the inning. And Neron, the batter, hit a home run his last time up. A right-hander, Mike Proley, is throwing in the White Sox bullpen. Outside, 2-0. Proley just off the disabled list. Hopped up. Squires pushes Berra out of the way, and he can't get to it as he falls into the Yankee dugout. I think he's all right. He's complaining to the umpire that Yogi's in the way. Let's take a look at it again. Now watch him push Yogi Berra out of the way. A little body block. So the attempt. Kessinger arguing now with the home plate umpire about Yogi being in the way. You could have had 20 Yogis there or not there. He wasn't going to catch that ball. It was too far in. Kravik at one time this year was 8-4 as Kessinger's arguing with Spen. Well, I tell you, these umpires do not help the guys who are out on the strike. Now the home plate umpire is going down there, but they let them fend for themselves. Any of the guys that cross their picket lines. Kessinger still upset. Spen did not call a play last night on a obvious interference of Bobby Mercer on the second baseman. Kessinger arguing for the out. Here it is again. Yogi just standing there. He's not about to budge. So Squires pushes him out of the way. Loses his hat in the process and goes down in the Yankee dugout. You notice the Yankees weren't there to hold him up. If that was the White Sox dugout, they'd all be up there helping him, but not the opposition. That's the way it should be. Yogi Berra. I think my favorite quote of Yogi is, good pitching will stop good hitting and vice versa. So the argument is over. Neron with a 2-1 count on him. 2 on, 1 out. Here in the 6th. Outside of ball. At one time, Kravic was 8-4. So he has lost 5 of his last 6 decisions and trails here 4-0. He walked him, and the bases are loaded. Kenny now has walked a total of 5. And here comes Don Kessinger. That might be all. Yep, he's going to bring Crowley in. So that is all for Kravic, who went 5 innings, allowed 4 runs on 7 hits, walked 5, struck out 3, and is responsible for the 3 men on here after pitching 5 1/3 innings. So Mike Crowley comes on, and we'll be back in just a minute. Here are your base runners. Neron at first, White at second, and Greg Nettles over at third. 2 walks sandwiching an infield hit, have the bags full. Number 9 hitter Stanley at the plate, fouling that off now, and the count is 2-1. Mike Crowley, originally with the Cardinal organization, then went with the Twins and the White Sox. Got him in the free agent draft. Stanley with a shot in the left field corner, might clear the bases. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in, and they're going to hold Neron up at third. So the number 9 hitter Stanley doubles in 2 more runs, and it's a 6-0 ball game. That pitch up out over the plate about letter high as he rips it into left. And he drives in a 1/3 of his total RBI effort for the year. He had 4 RBIs. Now he has 6. On the play, Nettles, White score, and Neron held up at third. Those runs charged to Kravic. So he has given up 6. And right-hander Fred Howard warming up again in the White Sox bullpen. Infield playing in. That's a strike. Randolph, the batter, 0 for 3 tonight. The Pirates got a run in the 8th. They lead the Cardinals now 4-3 with St. Louis batting in the 9th. And Toronto has just tied up Kansas City 2-2, that game in the bottom of the 5th. Here the Yankees lead 6-0. They've got 2 on and 1 out. Both runners in scoring position as you take a look from our overhead camera over at third in the upper deck. Infield drawn in. It's a base hit up the middle. 2 more runs will score as Randolph drives in his 48th and 9th runs of the year, and the Yankees lead 8-0. Kessinger going to the mound. Hey, you're losing. You're getting your brains beat out. Let him stay. See what he can do. He hasn't pitched much. Not trying to manage. Just, well, I guess you could say manage it by stating that, but I'd give him a chance. See what he can do. Already down by 8. But they're going to go with the pitching change, and certainly Kessinger knows more about it than I do. So Proley is out of there. Howard is in, and we'll be back in just a minute. For the White Sox now pitching. Fred Howard becomes the third pitcher in the inning. Ken Kravick. Totals are in now, and the results are not good out of the 11th ward. 5 1/3 innings, 7 runs, 7 hits, including 3 home runs. Proley faced 2 men. Gave up a double and a single. One of them scored. So he is charged with at least 1 run. And now Fred Howard comes on. This is the 9th game of the homestand. Freddie has pitched in 7 of the 9. He's won 1 and lost 4. No saves to his credit, and an ERA of 3.31. Don Kessinger just coming back into the dugout. He went into the clubhouse with Proley. So I don't know if Mike's got some more elbow problems or not. I hope not. He's had enough adversity for a season. Swinging a shot to Squires, to second for 1. The relay, a double play, the tough way. 3-6-3. But in the inning, the Yankees come up with 4 more runs on 3 hits. No errors, nobody left on. We go to the bottom of the 6th. New York 8, the White Sox nothing. Lord Brown back at Comiskey Park as we go to the bottom of the 6th. All Yankees here in this series as they lead at 8-0 after winning 7-2 2 nights ago and 7-3 last night. Stay tuned following the ball game tonight for the Woodrow Wilson Pace, an exciting harness race for 2-year-olds with a purse of $750,000. That'll be tonight right after the ball game or at 10:30. It'll be the top of the order here. Mike Squires, Alan Bannister, and Lamar Johnson. Squires playing his normal, excellent first base again tonight. Turned over that double play off the bat of Bobby Mercer to end the inning. Goes after the first pitch and pops it up. Third baseman Nettles in foul territory, takes it. And there's 1 out. Alan Bannister, the batter, 1 for 2. Some of our Restaurant Row folks tonight include Phoebe's Sandwich Restaurants with Mike Phoebe's, Glass Dome Hickory Pit, San Bernardo. But Mike was out here last night. Bobby Barnhart and Barney, Mike Rafferty, the gang at Andy's Steakhouse in Oak Brook. Cesar's with Bud Elmore, Bob Bowen and My Way Lounge, Eli Schulman and Eli's Steakhouse, Sam Condis of Condis's in Whiting. Well, they're just underway at Cleveland, and the Red Sox got 2 in the first, so apparently they were under a long rain delay. And the Soxogram wishing a happy birthday to Francis McCuddy from McCuddy's Bar and Saloon across the street. Manny loops a single into right, his second hit of the night. Manny 2 for 5 last night. Arizona State grad 2 for 3, talking to his former teammate Jim Spencer. Could be 2. Randolph to Stanley to Spencer. Yankees' second double play of the night. So in the 6th, no runs, 1 hit, nobody left. We're at the end of 6. I'm Lorne Brown. Harry Caray will be along in the 7th. It's the Yankees 8, the White Sox nothing.
Harry Caray back at Comiskey Park. We're going into the top of the 7th inning. 8-0 in favor of the Yankees. Boy, they have pounded that ball everywhere. They've hit 3 homers tonight. Timely hits, fine pitching. And they look like the defending world champions, which they are. The Red Sox got 2 runs in the first inning at Cleveland, trying to break Cleveland's 10-game winning streak. Cleveland swept a doubleheader last night from the Red Sox. Here's Jim Spencer to lead it off. Walked his first time at bat, replacing Thurman Munson, who started the game at first base. Nobody on and nobody out. Now the wind-up, the pitch. Here it is. And the curveball is under for a strike call. 1 strike and nothing. The irony of it all will probably be a former Indian who breaks their winning streak. Here's Spencer taking a curve into the dirt. Dennis Eckersley, who used to be with the Indians, is pitching to the Red Sox tonight against David Caray. They had a 2-hour, 18-minute rain delay. That's why that game is just getting started. It's 10 o'clock, past 10 in Cleveland. Now the signal given. A little bit wide. The Larry Perkins from Rock Island are here. Dennis Durham and Pete Wessler from Peoria. With birthday greetings to their grandpa, 75 years old today. Dennis Henrietta from Carbon Hills celebrating a birthday. Gray balls and a strike. Ball 4, Spencer walks again. Fred Howard, the third pitcher, used by the White Sox. Here's Reggie Jackson. Kelvey as relief for the Pirates in the 9th. They were leading the Cardinals 4-3. Reggie Jackson with a homer and a single, hit into a double play beside. The pitch, and it's high and outside. One ball, no strikes. The pitch to Reggie. Strike at the knee call. That evens the count of the ball and a strike. Dee and Ray from the Venetian Beauty Shop here tonight. A ball and a strike. Low outside. Cubs been out a long time in the 9th inning. They were trailing 4-3 going in. 2 balls and a strike. Reggie Jackson at the plate. Ball 3 outside. Gang here from Climatemp. Vic Conforti and his family, the big group. Gray balls and a strike. Ball is high, and Reggie Jackson also walks. And Howard has walked the first 2 men he's faced. Here in the top of the 7th is Lou Piniella. He's homered and singled. He's 2 out of 3. Farmer is starting to warm up in the bullpen for the White Sox. Inside curveball, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. We're in the top of the 7th. There you get a good look at the base runners. Base hit like a bullet up the middle. Here's a runner on third. He's going to try to score. Here's a throw to the plate, way off the target. Piniella gets his 3rd hit. A single to center. No doubt about that line drive, isn't it? Now look at Lemon could have a play here because Spencer's not very fast. But look where his throw is, way up the line. Here's Nettles. It's 9-0 now. Kansas City has taken a 4-2 lead over Toronto. Double play ball to Orta, out at second, out at first. Nettles rolls into a double play, 4-6-3. Reggie Jackson advancing to third. The Pittsburgh Pirates have beaten the St. Louis Cardinals 4-3. Force the loser and Romo the winner. Cardinals out-hit them 11-7, but still Pittsburgh won the ball game. 2 gone. Here's Roy White. Now the stretch. Pitch on the way. Fastball a little bit low. Boy, the Yankees again have just murdered the White Sox this year. The pitch. In there. Beauty. A strike call. Last year the Yankees won 9 out of 10 from the White Sox. This year they've won 6 out of 8. There's a pitch, foul back. Milwaukee got on the board. Baltimore now leads 4-1. Milwaukee batting in the bottom of the 6th. Two strikes in the ball. Low. Roy White, who had a scratch hit in the 6th. He's 1 out of 3. Switch hitter batting left-handed. 30. There's a pitch popped up. Should be caught. May has it. So it is 1 run, 1 hit. No errors and 1 left. We go down to the bottom of the 7th. The Yankees 9, the White Sox nothing. All right. Let me hear you. Everybody, let's drown out the score. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back. Oh, let's root for the White Sox. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Bottom of the 7th. 9-0 in favor of the Yankees. White Sox have made only 4 hits. The Yankees won 9 out of 10 from the White Sox last year. And they've murdered them so far again this year. Two balls, no strikes. Orta hitless tonight. Good fastball at the knee. High pop foul out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Cubs have been out a long time in the 9th inning in Montreal. Ball high. Hood is making only his 3rd start of the year. Gray balls, 2 strikes. Red Sox leading Cleveland 2-0 in the 2nd inning. Struck him out swinging. That's the 2nd time Orta's fan. It's the 3rd strikeout for Don Hood. Gorman Thomas hit number 25 for Milwaukee. They now trail Baltimore by only 2, 4-2. The Cubs were trailing by a run going into the 9th in Montreal, but they've been out a long, long time. Well, they must have scored. 1 out, nobody on. That evens it up, a ball and a strike. White Sox return home August the 10th. There's a foul ball. Against Toronto, and that'll be Polish night. Francis McCutty. The saloon across the street is a landmark. Celebrating a birthday. She's 39 again, huh, Francis? There's a pitch into the dirt. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Francis. Happy birthday to you. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bouncing ball. Nice play by Nettles. Throws him out. Nancy Fowles plays a little Francis McCutty music to celebrate her birthday. As you see the replay. 2 gone. At the end of 6, Baltimore 4, Milwaukee 2. Atlanta scored 5 in the bottom of the 8th and beat San Diego 5-4. Washington was hit by Pitt's ball. There you see it. Looks like it hits the lower hand. Here's Mill May. The Cubs have taken the lead at Montreal and are still batting. That's a big one for them to pull out. 2 out, a runner at first. They've just put up the 2 runs for the Cubs. Larry Bittner hit a homer with a man on to give the Cubs a 5-4 lead. Montreal batting in the bottom of the 9th. Boy, the way it comes through on the ticker, It looks like there must have been 2 out when he hit it. Larry Bittner must have pinch hit with a man on. Only his second home run of the year. What a time to get it, huh? Bill Makowski celebrating his 39th birthday here. 2 balls and a strike. Tapped it foul. They're here from Blue Island, Illinois tonight. The slow pitch softball team from Hoopstown, Legion Post 384. And the college kids from Robertsdale and Whiting, Indiana are here. Also here from Honeywell and Arlington Heights. Pick. A little tap. Foul ball again. Alan Bannister fans from Rockford are here. And St. Mary's Holy Name from Whiting, Indiana represented. Suter has gone in for the save for the Cubs, with Montreal batting in the bottom of the ninth. There's a bouncing ball, ought to be easy. Hey, fumbles have recovered. Throws in time. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left at the end of 7. Yankees 9, White Sox nothing. Caray back in the ballpark. Jim Cott, 40-year-old veteran, is on the hill now for the Yankees.
Cott came over from the Phillies. He's 2-1 with a record.
That's a ground ball to the shortstop. Pryor will be an easy out. 1 gone.
He's got a good ERA with the Yankees. He's 1.89. He's making his 24th appearance. He has 1 save. He's pitched 33 innings. One thing about Cott, he works in a hurry and he turns the ball over. He doesn't throw very hard, but it's a slider down and in, slider away, turn over a fastball.
There's Kevin Bell. Cott will be 41 in November. Always in great shape.
November what?
November the 7th. This fellow started in 1957. That's 23 years ago. Came up to the big leagues in 1959 with the Washington Senators, who later moved on to Minnesota. Bouncing ball, Stanley.
I wonder if anybody says to a guy on the bench going up to him, now watch this guy, you got to go the other way with him because he's throwing a lot of garbage up there. That's what we used to talk about on the bench. He walks right up there and just tries to pull that ball, a little weak ground ball to short without even attempt to go the other way. I just don't understand it.
Wood worked 7 innings, allowed 4 hits and no runs. He didn't walk anybody, but he hit 2.
Getting tired of.
Here's Squires, ground ball to the shortstop on the first pitch. 1, 2, 3, nothing across. Stanley threw off the side. At the end of 8, Yankees 9, White Sox nothing. Caray back in the ballpark. We're going into the top of the 9th. The Yankees are humiliating us. 9-0. Farmer's first pitch to Reggie Jackson is a curve for a strike. Reggie started the scoring with a 2-run homer in the first inning. Jim Rice just hit his 26th home run of the year with a man on. Boston now leads Cleveland 4-0. Two balls and a strike. Cubs are playing extra innings in Montreal, tied 5-5. Reggie had a cut. Two balls, two strikes. Kansas City leading Toronto 4-3 at the end of 7. That's ball 3 to Reggie. Baltimore over Milwaukee, 4-2. Milwaukee batting in the bottom of the 8th. Three balls, two strikes. Struck him out, a fastball. Reggie thought it was low. He's got a big grin as if to say he's trying to get it over with. The fans now heckling Reggie. And he is pointing out to the fans where the pitch was. Pointing below his knees. There, let's keep the camera on him. That's good, Jim. Two strikes and nothing. Lou Piniella fouls it out. Caray back in the ballpark. We're going in the bottom of the 9th. There's Alan Bannister, one of the few bright spots. He's had 2 out of 3. He's had 2 of the 4 hits. Fly ball should be caught. Bobby Mercer's there. 1 away. Bannister swinging on the first pitch. Seattle knocked out California's starting pitcher. There's Lamar Johnson, nothing out of 3. On a weak swing, and he fouled it off. 1 strike and nothing. There's a line drive in the left field, dropping in there for a hit. Johnson singles to left. Here's Orta. He's nothing out of 3. That's the White Sox 5th hit of the night. White Sox return home Friday night, August the 10th. It'll be Polish night and fireworks night as well. One man out, 1 man on. Here's George Orta. Low and outside, ball 1. That evens the count of the ball and a strike. Red Sox a big lead over Cleveland, 5-0. Texas out in front of Detroit, 4-3 going into the 9th. Ken Brett has gone in to relieve for the Dodgers in the 1st at Cincinnati. Well, that game must have been delayed by rain a long time. Walked him. So 2 on with 1 out. Here's Lemon. He's 2 out of 3. There's a drive into center field. Mercer coming on. It's a base hit. A run will score. Another man holds at second. So the White Sox have broken the whitewash. Lemon's third hit. That makes it 9-1 now. And here's Claudell Washington. Washington is nothing out of 2. Struck out, rolled into a double play, and hit by a pitch ball. Bouncing ball ought to be easy. Stanley's got it out at second, safe at first. Washington hits into a force play, almost rolled into another double play. He barely beat it at first base. So it's runners at first and third, 2 out. Now watch it, this ball isn't hit hard, but look how quickly they turn it over. And Randolph almost gets him. He just beat it. Runners at first and third. That should be the ball game. Spencer comes up, flips to Cott to retire the side and end the ball game. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. So the Yankees have swept the series. The White Sox have lost 8 out of 9 on this homestand, and they are now 16 games under 500 for the year at home.
You're watching Yankees Rewind on MSG Network.